And we're back.
I
mean, it's only been a week.
Well, I'm back.
Well,
right.
Everybody's excited about that.
Right. Did you see the Nerf football that I did have?
Ooh.
Yeah, and the ass ones that didn't work out.
Can you see the brown
Is that
staining?
in last week's episode?
Yeah.
Okay, I have not listened yet because
the Chinese knockoffs that you had found, and you went, yeah, and I went, yeah, like those. They suck ass so bad.
Well, I think you needed
Dataz is a piece of shit.
You needed North Korean knockoffs. They're probably better.
There's super tariffs on
Before
those.
we talk about what we're going to talk about, that tweet to Murders and Myths.
Which one?
Fucking slayed me when you were like,
oh, because they posted the pictures of the cat.
Yeah, you're like, our our production crew's an asshole. I fucking cried.
That's true.
I was laughing.
I mean,
so
yours is
goddamn
cute.
hard.
Ours is an asshole.
He was basically just telling the truth.
Yeah, I know. That's
He was
what
just
the
like,
sad part
I'm
is for
laying
me.
it out for you, bitches.
Yeah.
Does he know Final Cut?
No, not really.
It's interesting because I know it, but my Final Cut just gives me the bird every time I
I
use
think
it.
it's
like,
not.
alright.
Anyway, I'm not going to go down that path. Anyway, welcome to
Sad Dad's Club podcast.
episode
Pew, pew, pew.
episode 47.
47.
We have a soundboard now.
Somewhere about at 40, we just completely vacated the need for show notes.
Yeah, you know,
Pew, pew, pew.
we used to do this thing where like we would have show notes and like write down stuff that we wanted to talk about, and then pretty much we just don't do that anymore.
Now we just got to like hot recall the thing we were talking about.
Yeah.
50 seconds before we started hitting record.
Yeah.
And that was prison tattoos.
I don't think, prison wasn't
Some people
necessarily,
might not
but
go to
tattoos
prison
in
for that.
general.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But just really bad fucking tattoos.
Yeah. What's worse? It's the swastika on your face.
Well, this is what I was saying was,
Or a dick.
If you get penises tattooed anywhere on your face, around your face, on your head, your neck, around your ears, I don't care where it is, you're pretty much just going, hey, man, I never want to have a job.
Can you put it on the Sad Dad's Twitter, a poll that runs for a few days that says what's worse, and then option one is swastika tattoo, a swastika face tattoo, or penis face tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah, which one's worse?
Put that shit on Twitter.
I'm going with, in this day and age, the swastika is worse.
Really?
Than
I don't
the
know.
dick.
How big are we talking?
What if it's...
I'm very much considering.
Does it matter
a swastika.
if we're talking, say, cheek size?
Well, what if it's a tattoo of a swastika that where the lines of the swastika are penises?
I think that's acceptable.
You're asking.
That's better than just the swastika.
I think that works because that's like satire. I think people would go,
oh,
both those people.
Yeah, that's funny.
It would
I feel like you're choosing between whether someone thinks you're racist or you're a pervert or something. You know.
Probably, but not as perverted as like if you couldn't see like a full dick.
Just
like if you
the head,
if like
balls
just
are
at
in
your
shoulder.
collar you had like
yeah.
the tip of a dick peeking out, and it would be worse because someone's like,
Is that
now I
a
have to
dick
ask.
it might just be a mushroom.
And you
But
and
then
you'd
if
be
you
like,
got, a corner and a line.
no, it's a full cock, bro.
I got a big hanger on my neck.
You gotta see it. It like goes all the way down around my pec.
I got the
And
balls are in my armpit.
Yeah, and I'd be like, oh
No, don't do that.
No.
I'll tell you guys what.
I'm sorry I asked.
If this podcast someday makes over $10,000, I will tattoo a penis
Is this in
on my
total?
ass. Straight up.
You will get what?
I will tattoo a dick on my butt.
No.
If this
I won't even
if this
allow
podcast
that.
makes over $10,000 when we start making money, and if also, I will tattoo a dick on my ass.
Who says we're not? We just aren't telling you.
It's not your. I endorse this. It's not your ass. It's his ass.
That's true.
It would be risky if he said, "I'll have one of you tattoo a dick on my ass." I'd be like,
Now that sounds fun. I like the way you're thinking.
Like a old school Hawaiian
Yeah, with
tattoo
like
with the use the wood hammer thing.
Stick and poke, baby.
Yeah, stick and poke. That's like a prison tattoo. Basically, we've been given a prison tattoo.
yeah.
Instead of teardrops,
Well, that'll be fine,
little
'cause-
penises.
Yeah.
little dicks instead of teardrops.
How's it look?
Or like a set of balls.
Pretty gangster.
How many dudes have you got nailed from, and you got like 9 balls hanging down?
Does it look like a dick? We tattooed for sale.
You would start with like the tip, and then you could like every dude that
Oh no.
gangs you. You just add like a ball.
You.
You know, and it looks like a tree branch coming down with like balls branching off of it.
Oh my god, that sounds.
I don't know if you guys
awful.
know what I'm talking about, but it
Not
looks
really.
very good in my head.
I'm very worried about you.
If I was into that
No.
shit, I would do it.
Now I have concerns about Chandler in general. Dataz.
Yes.
Because him and his buddy Jordan.
Yes.
Gang all the time.
Well, yeah, to each other, but without the tattoo thing.
Yeah.
But they've talked about having their names tattooed on each other's asses.
Yeah.
Like for a real thing.
12-point Helvetica Neue font. Yeah. Or Times New
Jordan?
Roman.
Not like nicknames, but
No, Jordan.
They're actually-
Literally, it would just say Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And his would say Chandler.
On their butts.
Yeah.
They've talked about it for years.
I have
Yeah.
really
We'll
close
probably
friends,
do it.
and I consider you one of them. But your name does not belong anywhere on my flesh
See,
in
you
any
guys ain't
permanent.
homies, man.
I
This is
would-
a fake thing going on here.
I would Sharpie.
yeah.
I would give you Sharpie.
Well,
But
fucked
tat.
up. That's fucked up.
no, I don't want a tattoo. I'm not a tattoo guy, so I don't want a
That's fucked
tattoo of anything anywhere. It's just not.
Are
my
you a
thing.
tattoo person?
No, that'd be my only tattoo forever, probably. Literally, that'd be it.
Wow.
Be like, do you have any tats? I'd be like, fuck
I mean,
yeah.
at least
What is it? Oh, it says Jordan. It's on my right ass
At least
cheek.
it could have been a chick named Jordan.
No, I would make sure it's
And
not.
actually, there are chicks named Chandler, so
Yeah.
it works out either
no,
way.
I don't give. Even if I end up hating that fucker, I'll be like, no, this is my. I hate this guy, so he's
Yeah.
on my ass, so I shit near his name.
Yeah. It's right above the dick because
Mhm.
my podcast made 10K.
Maybe if I start hating him, I'll fucking draw an X through it. I don't know.
An X with the slash.
Yeah, or
Or
an
like a-
arrow that points to like.
Now we're friends
This
again.
is what
so
he
it's
looks
like a
like or
gravestone
something.
with like not an egg, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
So, anyways, that's a possibility. We'll see.
I don't know. That's probably those are the two worst tattoos you could ever get on your face.
There's
though,
been
is
a lot of-
dick, or a swath of dicks.
Did you see?
Oh, and a Nazi symbol.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of them. It was Edward Norton, American History X,
Yeah.
and he plays like a white nationalist, and he has a huge swastika on his.
Oh.
Hmm.
And I think he gets it when he goes to prison, or on his way. He is a white nationalist. He curb stomps a black person, goes to prison, and I want to say he reforms. You know,
Oh. Does he get it removed?
yeah. I don't think so.
No.
But he's obviously living with it, and someone notices it. You know,
On the daily.
and it's like he's like, I'm not that person anymore. Kind of trying to
Yeah.
move past it, but it's a huge swastika on his.
Speaking of swastikas, we have Ian with us today.
Hi, Ian.
Yeah.
Hi.
Ian has a swastika on his anus.
Actually, I do. It was really painful, actually, whenever I got it on there. It was really hard to find an artist also that would
Just
do it.
as every time they got close to like the event horizon, you no.
But it did feel a little bit good.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
Yeah, they tell you you can't shit now for like 3 days.
And I didn't.
And just keep
Right.
lubing it up with Vaseline.
Here's a catheter.
Oh, well, I don't have any problem with the lube part.
Well, Melanie
have a
told
good
me
time.
that she had to sew up his asshole for a couple days so that he didn't
Oh, I told her
like
not to tell
even
anyone
be
about
tempted.
that.
Well, she told me, so it's fine. You're done.
Actually, Ian has tattoos too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a little.
These two
real
Freddy
good.
cats.
I'm just not a tattoo guy.
Well, I don't
don't
don't know. There's nothing that like I give a shit enough about to be like, no, I'm putting that on.
that's kind of
me.
where I'm at.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
The Jordan thing is a joke, and that's what I care about the most. So I feel like that's why I want to do that.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
It's you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only thing that like I've ever thought I might do that would
Cadillac
be
logo.
no,
Yeah.
full color.
Right next to your
You got a full pro
monocle.
license plate on your.
Yeah.
Well, I have to get that tattoo when I'm wearing a tuxedo.
Daddy loves caddy and like Victorian.
Oh God, no. Would be
Comic
like
Sans.
a Calvin and Hobbes tattoo. That'd be about the only thing that I could even
Yeah.
like even think about.
Nothing like a Beastie Boys,
No,
like album cover art.
no, because
You just got check your head right across your chest. That'd be dope.
yeah, Paul's Boutique.
Yeah.
You should just get the number tattooed right on your
Like
arm.
brass monkey.
Yes.
Yeah, or girls.
Yeah.
All I really want is girls. Yeah, no, I'm just not a tattoo person. For me personally, I mean, I know lots of people with tattoos.
So we could go into weekend, but you're leaving. So, and we have Ian here. So I will ask Ian, since I presume you've been to Disneyland since Star Wars has opened.
Oh yeah.
Neither of these two assholes are excited enough for me about it, and won't ask Melly about it. So
what do you mean?
What? I mean, when I last asked you the last episode, like, have you talked to Melly? No. She doesn't talk about it.
Well, no, I asked her.
So what do you think of the Star Wars?
I think it's really cool, actually. I went during the opening weekend, and it was actually a little bit underwhelming from what I expected.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool land. Like, they did really good on the theming. One of the rides isn't even open, though, yet. That was supposed to be open because they were having some
bullshit.
Technical maintenance with it.
So I have been seeing, and I'm probably, you being a frequent visitor, but you probably have seen the
They
news.
were just there last week.
Is traffic down?
Oh, yes.
And in the rest of the park, because a lot of the news things was like it's not pulling as many attendees as they thought.
Yeah, the attendance is down, and Disney's complained about that for the summer.
It's probably because everybody that's been there has been like, yeah, it's like just one fucking ride that's like Star Tours.
No, I don't know if it's that. I think part of it is that they keep raising ticket prices, and ticket prices are really expensive.
And
now.
you and Melly are season pass holders, right?
Yeah, I have
so
the
have
pass
you
holder.
been locked out of certain days? Is that a
No,
common thing?
I paid quite a bit more money so I can go
extra.
every day. The only days I can't go are like 3 weeks during December during winter break time.
Okay.
But I've been getting good use out of my pass.
Have
But
you?
you'd be home typically in that time frame.
That's why I
anyway.
didn't even second guess it.
I think this Melly's is a similar. She get a similar pass.
I believe she has the exact same one that I
Okay.
have, except for hers was a little bit cheaper because she got it before the price went up.
Oh, she was smarter than you.
Is that a yearly thing at this point?
Yeah.
Yep.
The prices going up and up and up.
It
Yeah,
seems
no.
like it.
She's gonna pay more this year if she decides to get it.
She decides to re-up.
And you're
it,
not
which-
going to get any kind of like you're coming back to buy another one.
discount. No,
They stopped doing that about
No.
3 years ago, I think.
and I think it's $1,100 or $1,200.
Mine was, I think mine was $11.50, but mine's $12.50 because I added on the Max Pass, so I can do the on-app fast passes and
Yeah.
get photos every time I go. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then what's nice though is that because they have the season passes or annual pass (AP), they're running a special right now. So annual pass holders can buy tickets for the people they're with up to a certain amount.
Yeah, you
for
can
like
do up to
99
3 per
bucks.
day per pass holder.
Yeah, for $99 for a park hopper. So that's cool. So
Which
that's
is about $180.
That's what we're doing.
If you don't
Oh,
do it.
okay. So
Yeah.
you through them.
Yeah, we'll reap a benefit just
What's
because
that
it's on special.
savings to you?
Probably close to $50 a ticket.
Oh well, that's worth it.
Oh, I think it's more like $70 per
60?
ticket.
Oh.
Wow.
Somewhere in there. It's
So if you
they're
know
expensive.
a season, do they have to go in?
I think
with
they
you?
have to buy. They have to be there
Yeah,
to buy
so
them.
Okay.
you have to buy it on the day of, and I have to be with them at the ticket office, and I have
Yeah.
to go with them for their first entrance. But if I want to leave early in the day and they want to keep park hopping for the rest of the day, then we're allowed to do that. They can
Oh, that
go
makes
into the
sense.
parks after.
Well, and that
Yeah.
keeps
The first
it
entry.
up and up, as
Yeah.
from season pass holders like just contracting out and selling shit. Yeah, you got to be there.
Well, and the other thing too is you get a discount on food and merchandise. Is it 10%?
I think it's 10% for food and 20% for merchandise, or 15% for food. I think it also depends on the pass.
But then the pass holder is the one that has to buy it. You can't use someone else's card to pay for it.
Makes sense.
I tell
Yeah.
people to bring cash with them or to like just Venmo me for stuff.
Mhm.
But they have started cracking down. Also, pay more attention to the security cameras for all that kind of stuff. So then there's been people who have bought stuff for other people and they got stuff in the mail saying, "Hey, sorry, your pass is done.
Wow.
You violated."
I'm trying to figure out where the hell the security cameras are.
Oh, they have cameras everywhere in the
Are you
park.
kidding me? Is this?
That's
you
amazing.
could,
Never really
you could
see
put
'em.
something in a bush in
I
that
noticed-
park, and no one would.
Yeah.
I noticed one that I've never noticed before, actually, in Fantasyland. One of the like 2-story buildings up there. I saw a little red flashing light in the window and knew that it was a security camera. But
I
They're
need
just-
Alice. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna
Oh
look for that
yeah,
when we're there
especially
this
in
weekend.
the old area.
I don't want to kill the magic.
I saw one in Bugs Land. Actually, it was like up in the trees and it was like mounted like in the like top of the tree.
in the
That
tree
sounds
itself.
like something I would want to do for a job. That sounds fun.
Oh, everything.
Watch-
at
hiding
Disneyland seems
cameras?
like
Watch
something I'd wanna do for a
footage or
job.
hiding
hiding-
cameras. That sounds fun as fuck.
Where can I hide this camera?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my butt.
Or decorating cameras.
You'll
in general,
never
design the
see it when they
cameras to-
flush.
I know, like the. Have you seen the Lightning McQueen that drives around?
No.
Oh shit. Well, he's got cameras all over him. I've noticed those.
Well, I think
Well,
part of
that's
that
not
so they
surprising.
can navigate.
Yeah, he has to
Yeah.
Yeah.
know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I always wonder if there's somebody in there though.
Yeah.
Or if it's remote
I
controlled.
believe so.
It must be hotter than balls though.
I always just picture Jim Carrey and the rhinoceros.
Oh, yeah.
Warm, and he's like starts stripping off his clothes, and then it looks like, oh look, that rhinoceros is giving birth, and he comes out the back end and he's all naked. He's all. "Arr."
What I was kind of wondering is they have cast members that like escort the cars out there, and then there is a ride actually in Cars Land also where there's no track for it, and the vehicles just move on flat ground. There's no track that's attached to it at all. So it's possible that underneath the ground they have like a track that the cars follow, and they just have cast members who can
Maybe.
forcibly stop the car, but it just goes on its own little path and pulls up to the exact same spot every single time.
That
I
could
wouldn't
be.
be surprised if they did that.
Well, that's
Yeah.
how the boat drives. It's just magic.
Mm-hmm.
In the river.
No, they just have really skilled boat drivers in the rivers of America.
They hit the same
They-
path every damn
They just
time.
zing the wheel at the right place. You know, the wheel spins and then it just turns and goes around the bend.
Yeah.
It's like magic.
Wow.
I do have to say that
How
I have
Disney
many
magic.
times do they see kids pick their nose and then eat it?
Well, what's funny is I always hear about people talking about the canoes. Those are on a track, and those are not on a track.
no, those are not.
Because if you don't paddle, that thing does not move.
It might be chained to the bottom so that
It's
they can't
not.
veer off course.
It's not.
but
The canoe.
'Cause-
Where are the what
It's
canoe?
in
in the rivers of America.
Dude, have you not been to Disneyland?
Hey, guy.
No, I'm kidding.
come on, man.
It's when you go over
I
the
have.
bridge.
I just don't enjoy it because I didn't have Star Wars yet.
and there
Hey.
wasn't any churros where
Yeah.
you were.
I do have one other complaint about Galaxy's Edge is that I feel like if you do the simulation rides, it's a little bit lazy on their part as opposed to doing
An
all the
actual
mechanics and
moving
physics,
ride.
especially because they used like a base game that was already in. I think it's called. I'm not a big computer guy, but I think it's called Element something. And then the ride actually broke down one time, and you could see like the generic background that it had for the ride that they just put everything over. So it kind of seems a little bit lazy on
Like
their
a-
part to just
like a
take something that's
computer
already
screen?
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can find it on Reddit actually real quick and show you guys. I don't know if you guys can pull that up on the podcast.
If you
but-
send me a screen, if you send whoever edited it's a edited it's a screenshot.
But
Error.
you know where you go, you're at Haunted Mansion,
Error.
Yes.
and you go over the bridge by Splash Mountain. And you
Yes.
come down the other side. They're right on the right side.
So
What?
before the
Before
Winnie
the
the Pooh?
Hungry Bear. No, before the Hungry Bear.
I don't know, Hungry Bear.
Hungry Bear's the restaurant.
It's the
that's-
only bathroom in Critter Country. So if you get off Splash Mountain, you're probably
It's
going to the
before
Hungry
you
Bear
get to
bathroom.
Winnie the Pooh.
Okay,
you got,
before.
You go over the hill, and you got the canoes, and then there's the Hungry Bear, which is the restaurant, and right after the Hungry Bear is the
How
Winnie
do they
the
make
Pooh.
sure people aren't tipping over the canoes? Canoes are not.
Well, they have dudes riding with you. They got
Oh.
like guides
Oh,
or
those
whatever.
things are
Those guys
puppet-
are buff
Yeah.
too. If you see them, they always have their shirts all like rolled up over their arms,
Yeah.
and they're
They
just,
said
they're
And they
doing the
only
work.
run them like on weekends.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe only on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe that's why. I'm not
You
paying
didn't see
attention.
him?
Paying attention that far.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
sent it to my
I
roommate
actually
whenever I
like
saw it.
doing it because it's like just different.
Hmm.
You know,
It's like
We're
you're
going on
driving in
canoe.
the middle of the like desert in California.
So, yeah. What do you guys?
Yeah, and you can just
So-
like move around and then look at that. Also,
Don't I mean, don't misconstrue my lack of outward excitement. I can't wait to go see it. I'm totally excited for that. The part of that is part of not asking a lot of questions of Melanie about it is the fact that I want to just go and experience it
Oh,
for myself.
so you're trying to
for the
retain
most part.
spoiler free.
Yeah, I want to have a like kind of an open mind because like the first time Melly rode the ride, I asked her, "Oh, how did you like it?" I didn't. It was all right, you know, kind of thing. And I'm like, "Bro, you're like, it's like a whole new land and a new ride." And
the ride's got 3 positions also, and then
is
you can
there
either
alcohol there?
Yes.
yes, there is, but it's
Have
you
it.
have to reserve a spot in the cantina
Where?
very far in advance, or hope that it opens up.
we did,
Pretend
did
you're
you?
yelling.
yeah,
No way.
yeah.
It's also pretty expensive for that alcohol. Like it's
fine.
already
It's worth it.
Disneyland,
This
but
is fucking
the cantina.
crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
You had to reserve.
You have to
wanna-
reserve.
You
a
want to see
table.
this? It's the
Do you have like
the
a
broke up
time
ride.
limit?
I'll watch it later.
I'm gonna send it to
I
myself.
don't know. But the drinks are expensive, so
Well, I
we
figure.
got in a. And apparently, if you don't cancel within 24 hours and you don't show up, you get charged $10 a person.
yep.
So
because they're essentially losing money on their part if they're
Right.
reserving a spot for you and no one's showing up.
so we made
right.
we
Not
made
like
a
they need it.
we made a reservation. I want to say at like 7:30 or 8 or something like that for all of us.
It's sad to say to me that I feel like Disneyland
Yeah.
is slowly becoming
Yeah.
Comcast because all they fucking want is money. Those pieces of shit.
What? It's been that way for.
It's always been.
But
that
it's just
way.
getting so bad because they're just like, well, let's just raise the ticket prices because I took a shit today.
because I took a
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's America, bro.
God, let's just move.
Like
to
I
Russia.
said, my biggest problem is like I feel like it's lazy cutting corners with the rides by doing simulations, and then also the reason why they do that is because they don't have enough room in the park to put a whole nother roller coaster.
Right.
So then they've got to like monopolize on what area they have.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'll reserve judgment until I actually get to partake in the action. Right?
Yeah.
I'm nervous to go on that ride because
Burn.
last time I did the other one,
Star Tours?
yeah, I got like motion sickness, like really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? What about that one that's the California Disney one?
That one's
Soaring,
fine
California.
because you're just chilling. You know, but the other one's like
It's the
fucking.
same.
I got to agree with Chandler on this one.
Yeah.
Like,
I
no
don't
matter
know.
what on Star
Ashley,
Tours,
Ashley doesn't like it either because she gets also motion sickness on it.
That's
Because you're not
crazy.
going anywhere, but it's fucking with your brain, bro. It's fucking mind control.
It's mind control.
Yeah.
It's
And you're fine
chemtrails.
with like the Guardians of the Galaxy drops. But the herky-jerky quick movements with the
Yeah,
visual
because it's
stimuli.
it's always
yeah.
hot as shit in there, and then it's like, I don't know.
I feel
the
like the
screen
placement of the
looks like
seat-
shit with the
Maybe-
glasses, and it
Maybe
drives me crazy.
you're sitting next to a Wookiee who farted.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I kind of wish
Well,
they
it's
did
a
like
good thing I'm
shoulder
normally
straps
next
rather
to
than
you, so
one
that
like.
explains
a
things.
lap belt.
Yeah, it just has a lap belt, so you feel yourself jerking around a lot more.
I probably won't do that ride because of my back. That's for fucking sure.
The Millennium Falcon one?
No,
Star
is the
Tours.
Millennium Falcon one gnarly?
It's not nearly as jolty, no. And then you
I'll
also
do
have
that,
three
fuck
positions
it.
on it. You got 2 pilots, 2
That's what she
engineers,
said.
and 2 gunners.
Okay.
Personally, I think pilot's the most fun. You get
Do they assign it or you get to pick?
they assign it, but you can trade whenever you get in there.
So do
but
you ghost ride the whip at all?
Do you mean
or-
like
nah, you can't.
trade?
Start knocking people down.
Come here, kid.
What did you get? Oh, I wanted to be an engineer. Whack!
I'm sorry, little Timmy, but Daddy's the fucking pilot. Sit in the back and play with the lasers.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah,
I know. I kind of feel bad too. Like whenever I'm in a group of 3 and there's another group of 3, and I can tell that those kids are so excited to be pilot, and then I got the pilot position. I kind of feel obligated to give it to them since I go so often. But it is really
But-
fun.
Boy,
But-
you know what would be really great if I had some cash to get up out of this pilot seat. Hey, Dad?
So, do
How much
you
do you
give it
love
up?
your kids, sir?
I've given it up a few times, especially since last time I went with a group of like 8. So
Yeah.
we got to choose who got to be pilot because there was
Oh.
one group of 6. So
Yeah.
you're guaranteed to.
Yeah, it's plus 2.
well-
You know, when you've been on it a couple times,
Yeah.
you're like going to be an instant hero to some little kid who's just like, and then the gentleman gave me this pilot seat, and he was just so nice. I got
Well,
to pull
plus
the lever.
there's 2 other positions to
Yeah.
do too, so you get to do them all.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
That's what she said.
Wow.
Uh-huh. All right. I see where we're going.
Now juggle the ping pong balls.
Where is Ashley? Speaking of ping
Oh
pong.
my God! Wow,
She's,
that's brutal.
She's like 40 feet from here, actually.
That's hilarious. And we need her to come do that trick.
She said she was going to walk by when we were done. See
just followed
see
it.
what the fucking deal is over here.
She might be at.
Oh, is she over at her dad's?
Yeah, where she lives, yes.
No.
She's living over there now. Did you notice the smell?
Oh my God!
Did you see
Hashtag
her,
I like Ashley.
have you seen
That
her,
you're aware of.
her new whip?
Rental or
Yeah,
she get a home
rental.
No, I haven't been past.
It's pretty,
You're not missing out
it's
on
pretty,
anything.
It's pretty cool when you walk by. You'll be like, fuck, I should trade the RS for that.
Yeah.
No,
It's
pretty
pretty,
banging, dude.
sweet, dude.
I'm actually in the market
fast
for a new
as
car
fuck.
too. So if you do that, just let me know.
yeah. What'd she get?
Fucking, what is that?
A Sentra.
Oh, a Nissan?
Yeah,
Basically a GTR at that point.
it's GTR.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Nissan.
Yeah, you can
Something.
put the 6 in there. It'll work.
I texted a guy
absolutely.
that was selling a Golf R for like 14 grand, and I said, "Will you take 10 for it?" And he just sent me crying eyes back, and then I said, "How do you think something like this compares to a Nissan Juke R?" And he goes, "What the fuck?" And then we found a video of a super modded one racing a Bugatti.
It
and
walked the Bugatti
It beat
until
it in a
it
mile.
The Juke.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Juke. Is that the one they put the,
The Juke
GTR
R.
transplant in?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we sent it to him, and he was like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?"
Have you
That's weird.
seen that project?
No, I haven't.
They gutted the engine and the drivetrain from a GTR and they stuffed it in a Juke.
Well,
The whole like brains and drivetrain and engine in a Juke,
Okay.
and it fucking
have
rips
you
things.
have you seen the
It says,
the
"Go for it."
Hellcat Hemi Miata?
I saw that one, the orange one.
I saw the thumbnail, but I didn't watch it.
I want that
Dude.
thing.
They were saying that you can get you can do a burnout in like 5th gear.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Without
because
any
that thing's
problem
like
whatsoever.
a go-kart.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
not
Weight.
that's not new for me.
And like
so,
I think
you
it
know,
weighs
it's
around
fine.
2,000 pounds or something, with a 700 plus horsepower engine in it. I don't know
I'm
what.
surprised. I wonder how they. I mean, I know you.
Well,
they,
the
they make all
motor-
kinds of kits for the V8.
Literally,
so.
the motor sticks out of the engine. They had to cut the hood around the motor. So he beats a Bugatti.
Yeah.
Oh, he got him off the line good too, though.
The Bugatti ended up winning, actually.
Is it
Oh,
just
he-
By like a
rear
tenth of a
wheel,
second.
or does
Does they
they?
use the full drivetrain, Chandler? Do you know?
I believe it's all-wheel drive.
The Duke's a little drag limited compared to the Bugatti, so it
Oh
slows
yes,
down over
the
time.
a Juke. I didn't know if you were looking at the Miata one.
Oh, I watched the video and they tore up 2 sets of tires, doing donuts and burnouts.
I like the number that they have on there. It's pretty smart.
3.
It's also got like 300
Oh
or 400
Jesus!
horsepower
Yeah.
less.
Good night.
The Bugatti ends up catching it by like a
Well,
couple tenths of a second.
doesn't the Bugatti have a 12-cylinder monster in it?
No, it's a 16.
Oh, even better.
It's 2 V8s.
It's a W16.
Wow.
quad turbo.
Jesus. Well, that's like my boss's car at work has the twin turbo.
Hello, ladies.
It has the twin turbo AMG 12-cylinder.
Mhm.
Yeah, V12 twin turbo. V12 twin turbo AMG. Dude, come on.
It's.
I mean, wow.
I was just watching the Engineered Explained guy.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
And he was walking through it was his inline 6 making a comeback video. I don't know if you've seen it.
Is it the S2000?
No, he's driving a Mercedes, and he's basically talking about how the simplicity and the form factor of the inline 6s are making a comeback, and he was driving a Mercedes SUV. And what they did for Mercedes is because it's longer than the V6, obviously, because inline 6, they remove entirely the whole front need for the accessory pulleys by putting on an electric motor that runs off 48
Really?
volts. So
Wow.
and that powers. It's like an inverter for the bulk of the system. So you can it'll power the drivetrain, but it also powers all the accessories, and it will essentially jumpstart the turbos. So you get instant power, and then once it's going, it goes into like a
So it electrically jumpstarts the turbos?
yeah, because it's powering the wheels, so you don't have turbo lag.
So the turbos have a special like motor on them that will spin them up from the
Once you have motion, your RPMs start kicking in, right? So
Right.
then it shuts off need to power the wheels.
It
Yes.
kicks up the RPM on
Yes.
the turbos at the beginning of
Yeah,
drive.
so you have no turbo lag anymore.
Weird.
You have no alternator.
Is that
You have no pulleys. You have no belts for your
Yeah.
AC. It's all run off this electric motor that has its own batteries that charges with regenerative
I
braking.
wonder if my
Wow.
buddy's learning about that because he's doing the Mercedes-Benz drive program right now. I'll have to ask
It's
him about
slick. I'm like, how much space you could save if you could remove your entire accessory pulley shit
Yeah.
off the front of your car.
Well, plus you're saving horsepower because you're not dragging all that shit with the drive shaft.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're no longer got all this extra pull on it.
Anyway,
Interesting stuff.
very interesting.
Well, electric. Does the RS have electric steering?
No.
Is it? Oh, the ATS has electric.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no
Wait, how is
power
yours
steering pump.
not
There's
electric if it
no
can tighten?
there's no hydraulics and a power steering pump. It's all electric.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't yours be electric? Because it tightens up, right, when you change the drive modes?
It's like an electronic assist, but that's with the hydraulic, like
Oh.
power steering. It's not it's not full digital,
Oh.
like electric
Well, that's
wire.
one of the things when you look under the hood of the ATS is how clean the motor is, and part of that's because there's shit missing because it doesn't have
A battery.
there's no battery up front. It's in
Right.
the rear, but also there's no power steering pump. It's all electric, and you can see the rack if you look down. If you look down the front of the engine, you can see the electric rack down there.
How curious.
Did you
really
watch
interesting.
the American Top Gear?
No.
Okay. Do you know who Adam Ferreira is, though? He's a comedian, but he also
Adam-
hosted the American Top Gear.
Corolla?
No, Adam Ferreira.
No. Doesn't ring a bell.
Look him up on the YouTube
He-
interwebs.
Not on
I,
mine.
I was listening to
Oh,
a
true.
podcast with him though, and he was talking about how he owns a Mercedes, and his the car wouldn't start, and his wife was like, "You don't know how to fix it?" And he's like, "I don't even know where the fuck the battery is." He
Yeah.
was like complaining he couldn't find the battery in it.
You would recognize him, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's done movies and shit.
Which is weird to me because he's a comedian. He's not really traditionally a car guy.
He said no. He's a car. He says he knows all about cars, but then as soon as computers got into cars, he's like, "Nah, I don't fucking know."
Oh, so
Well, that's not shocking. I mean,
No.
when you look at like Clarkson and May and Hammond, they're funny guys.
they're old school, like car
with
guys too, though.
Serious car hobby talents
Yeah.
that are driving their comedy. That's what
Mhm.
makes the show funny.
Did
Yeah.
you watched that one then? Not the
Yes.
American one.
Yeah. And I haven't finished the whole season 3 yet. I just recently picked that one back
What's
up.
that new show called?
Grand Tour.
Grand
Yeah,
Tour.
Grand
Yeah.
Tour, yeah.
We'll watch some of that. Yeah, but
The American one I like it way better.
Really?
I love the American one.
well, I think
They
because
have really good
it's-
chemistry.
It's
and-
more relatable.
Yeah, just I can't stand.
I
listening to
like
accents.
both,
It's
but
weird.
I think
If I start a movie and they start talking like with an accent, I'm like, I'm fucking out of here.
It's an extremely palatable way to get into automotive interests.
yeah.
Piper will sit down and watch it because you're kind of smoothing the corners of like gearhead wrenching
Yeah.
with funny ha-has.
Well,
Uh,
even Shanna would watch with us, and she's
Yeah.
not really a car person at all, and she enjoyed the show just because it was funny
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And she actually looked forward to it every week.
Yeah. Yeah. So even the younger, it works.
Yeah.
It's
Rutledge Wood,
good
man,
programs.
We never did the Ferris wheel at Infineon.
Oh,
He was like rain check, and then next year I hit him up and I was like, "What's up, dude? We're doing this." And he was like,
who are you
he was like,
talking
I
about?
still can't. Rutledge.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He does also, which cracks me up. Rutledge Wood, because he's an NBC guy, so he gets hired out by them to do other stuff too.
Yeah.
And he was doing the what's the big horse race in Kentucky?
Preakness?
No, the
Kentucky
other,
Derby.
the Kentucky Derby. That's it. So he gets hired
You had half
to
of
do. Yeah, I know. He gets hired to do the Kentucky Derby, and he wears a suit that's all like 1 year it was all peacocks from NBC Peacocks coat and pants and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He wears funny shit, but not only is he a car guy, he's smart as shit. Even when it comes to like horse racing crap, you're like, dude,
It's this guy.
you don't know who Rutledge Wood is?
No, I don't.
Oh.
He's hilarious.
He's funny.
I
He's
don't
a
know
funny
where
guy.
you
guy.
could
Hasn't
even
either.
watch the American Top Gear if it's
Is
It's
it
gotta
not
be
BBC?
No, it's the American one.
Oh, is that still not BBC America?
No, I'm gonna look and see.
No.
I think it was on Travel Channel.
Or Discovery or something? Who was the other? The young Tanner Faust.
Tanner Faust.
That one
He was on the show.
He's a
So
rally cross driver
Yeah.
for Rockstar and
so
Volkswagen.
Adam Ferreira, Rutledge Wood, and Tanner Faust were the hosts,
Man, they're funny as hell together.
and
though.
they're good together.
Yeah.
And he would call Adam Ferreira would always call Tanner Faust. He call him Tiny Dancer, which cracks me up.
No.
He's like, "Okay, Tiny Dancer," funny.
New York guy.
Yeah, he's a total New York guy. Like you can see that
Melanie-
dude cruising around in a big ass Cadillac. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah,
kind
he'd
of
always
cars
pick
he's
the
into.
fucking funniest shit,
Yeah.
like some just beast
Pookie?
of a
Yeah. Some 70 fucking long ass shit that's like a block long.
One,
It's like,
one time,
Isn't this
Rutledge
great?
took a Odyssey and slammed it and put like 1,000 horsepower in there. It was fucking
Yeah.
gangster as hell.
yeah, they did some cool stuff. That was a good show. Do they have another one?
Rest in peace. No,
Oh, they got canceled?
Yeah,
So they're on reruns or something at this point?
probably. Yeah, I would imagine.
You were like their only fans.
probably. I would
Maybe
be like, hey, have you seen the American Top Gear? Like, fuck that. It's all about the other one. And
Who
I'm like,
said that?
Okay, cool.
Make room for
Anybody,
new shows.
literally.
Oh,
Have you seen any of the new Amazon shows? Have you seen the superhero one?
I
The
haven't
Boys?
been paying enough attention to Amazon.
Dude,
I need to.
that is seriously entertaining.
So it's a superhero show.
Yes, it's like superheroes if their powers were used strictly as like a business initiative, and they all got they're super powered. So then
Okay.
it's like an ego trip thing. Like I am the king. Everyone else here are beneath me.
Oh.
And the pandering involved in like, oh yes, here to save the day, and God, get these fucking people away from me, kind of thing.
Oh, that's funny.
God, it's good stuff.
It's on
Good
Hulu.
stuff.
All 6 seasons are on Hulu.
Top Gear.
Top Gear.
American Top Gear, yes.
Okay.
We just finished
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. We were waiting for Ian to come over because we
And
started
finish it.
it with that fucker.
I know.
And then it's like, oh, I gotta work, and we're like, we want to watch Top
sandwiches.
Gear,
And he's like, I want to go to bed, and I'm like, I don't work till 11 o'clock tomorrow.
and I gotta fucking be up at 6, motherfucker. So anyway, we finally got the last show in. That was great. I really liked that.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, rest in peace. All
Don't
these
even say
people.
it.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to ruin it.
Do you think Hopper's dead? So having
I don't
seen
know.
it, oh God,
I think
Right,
he's alive.
well, we're already in
Wait,
it.
we disclosed
know.
you already saw the after of the credits, right?
right?
you
the
watched the
Russian
credit?
jail.
Yeah.
I think he's alive.
You think he's the American?
I think he's alive based on hope.
No, not the.
I kind of got the impression
I
that
really like Hopper.
maybe it was an American scientist that they stole.
I don't think it would have been that. I think
Well,
I think they wanted people to be like, maybe Hopper's not dead. and
But where
that's
would
why
have Hopper
they're
have
drawing us
gone?
all to that.
Where would he have gone and not blown up in that explosion?
It's gonna be like
So
one of those
he-
things where he like it shows what happens and then he like escapes really easily and you're like, oh, there's like a trap door there or something and he figured out how to get out. You know what I'm saying?
It could. Well, I mean, his Twitter feed post the series like led you to believe he was still alive in some capacity
it
within
has
the universe.
an
so-
impression like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, given that that the Russians were actively trying to get into the portal, it's possible he went in and came out the other side.
Well,
Or
what American?
maybe he's
would
in
they
the
have
Upside
taken,
Down.
though?
Right. Or he was
Yeah.
he went into the
Yeah.
Upside Down.
Yeah.
And the American is him at some point in the future. They pulled him out.
Here's what's kind of unbelievable to me regarding the show and the plot. How in the world does a Russian agency of any kind get that many people into the country, get that kind of facility built? You know what I mean?
And then use that much power
And
with
then
no question.
use that much. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of.
It's because they're paying off the.
Well, I don't
the
know.
guy.
I think it's different when it's that far back.
Yeah, definitely.
You think that would be possible?
They didn't
for,
have that much technology.
If they're
back then.
if they're the ones that are essentially subsidizing the entire mall,
Yeah.
and you're just building underneath it, and you're tapping the mall's power supply, what Duke Power isn't going to give two shits that you're drawing 5 times a normal mall. They're going to be like, here's your
Cool.
bill.
Yeah.
And the Russians going to be like, yes, we pay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And they'll
but
be like, fucking yes.
but at the same
Check out
time,
my Bentley.
they're all wearing Russian clothes. I mean, do they all live underground? I mean, how?
Well, that's just part of being a spy.
That's
Right?
part of
And they
being a
were
Russian
doing
is
they
they
living
were
have
doing the
underground.
bulk of that stuff at night. They were
But-
all shipping people.
But I mean, they have hundreds of people down in this thing, right? I mean, at some point they got to come up. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I think there were probably barracks and shit down there.
You think so?
You were Russian living in. Have you seen Chernobyl?
yes, but
Well,
that was
there
on
you
their
go.
own. That's
It's
on their
like-
own soil, though.
This is for country.
But
You
Cookie-
live in barracks in concrete fucking wall, and you love it.
Well,
You
yeah,
want
but
to
I
see
mean,
sky? Here's picture. Fuck you. That's it.
yeah, but I mean, to be able to do that on American soil, get that many people into the country, get that kind of facility built, get that kind of technology put in the ground, in the middle of the United States, like.
the
Red
perfect
flags
hideout.
is my. I mean, I'm not saying that like there aren't Russians coming over to the U.S., but I mean that many.
Just do it at night. Most of those country bumpkins are all asleep.
As long as you do it at night, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's how I got into North Korea. I just went at night.
Yeah. Just
Fine.
crawl under the fence. You got to get real low, like Melly
Yeah.
looking at Nacho's junk.
Oh,
Oh, she does that a lot.
I was trying.
Did you not see the tweet?
No.
You missed it.
Oh.
You gotta-
If I had to go to the bathroom,
You
gotta
need
s-
to go?
no, he does.
You
Oh.
know, I could have asked that.
That's cool.
Okay, so
I was like, is
have
the
you been
shower-
here
is
with
the
the
shower
dogs?
running?
No.
I haven't been here before at all.
You got a skeeter right there.
Okay. Hold on.
Um.
Are you afraid of dogs?
No.
Okay.
Also, Ian, if you shake more than twice, you're playing with it.
So go in this door.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
Go in this door. It's immediate left. It's the second door on the right.
You
Most likely
can't
the
miss
door's
it.
open. You can't miss it. The snafu is the dogs who want to lick you. So
And fuck you.
go straight to the bathroom, in and then out. If someone's in there,
They're nuts,
my wife's
bro.
name is Venus.
I
Venus,
can use some affection from the dogs,
yes.
actually. If,
You'll
if
get
that's okay.
painted.
Oh,
So,
you,
yeah.
you won't have any opportunity not to give them some affection.
I
Let's
hear
put it that
Jax.
way.
I'm pretty sure I just heard his tag jingling.
Yeah. I think
I
just
think
heard.
he heard us actually talking about it. He's
I think I just heard him go, "Oh, Ian's
Yeah.
coming. We're gonna fuck that kid up."
Coming in.
Oh, look, he's texting. Oh, be aware, Ian's coming in. Don't let the dog.
There it goes. So you
Oh,
go
you're
ahead.
screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, cover your butt.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Don't
he
stop.
totally doesn't believe us, but he will when he comes back. He'll have the
I
glassy
hear-
eye
I
look
hear
like.
too. They're like, what the
Oh, a new person.
I love how he's got the movements downwards
Oh,
from
yeah.
his shoulders and shit. Like that's how they are. It's funny to me how they're like bend and shit. It's
Who wants to party?
She took them. She's Venus. Took both the boxers
Yeah.
to walk Xander to school yesterday,
Oh yes.
and he came home and he's like 2 feet of fucking tongue in his mouth.
Jax was ready to party.
That's funny.
Having a good time.
Do they just stare at you while you work all day?
They lay there. And, yeah.
They're not trying to hump you.
No.
No, that's boring.
They'll go
What is he
out
doing?
and maybe
What is
get
he- oh.
attacked by the squirrels or something, and then
He's just cracking his knuckles.
they'll
You
come
saw
back.
that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we
That
talking
looks a lot like shiny.
Oh
actually.
yeah,
Right.
it does.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks a lot real close to Genesis.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, "That's funny."
You know
What are
the
we talking about? Oh, the nacho and the dick.
yes.
Yeah, so that was weird. But Nacho is.
I was trying to think of the dance pose
Dying.
that your daughter was familiar with that involved her getting that low to see Nacho's junk.
No. Nacho is getting old, and
He's on his way out, man.
I mean, I think he's got 3 paws in the grave, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
This was Rex after we walked about, I don't know, 1/4 of a mile maybe.
Where's all that dirt?
49 where you can turn right and go to Cool. And then there's the
Oh.
walking
Dude.
bridge.
Yeah.
come on, there's dirt everywhere, buddy.
Not that colored.
But
Hard ass DG bullshit.
so anyway, the dude's getting old, and so it's like oh, do you need to go outside? And go, okay, the door's open. And he's like,
He's like processing. Like,
and then
what
he
the
goes
fuck?
out and he pees, and then he steps in it, and you're like, fuck. And so it's like one of these kind of things, and that's part of. And then he pees, and then he laid in the dirt, and then it's like because his pecker was wet, he got dirt all over his pecker, and so.
Did you tell Jason what happened with the chair,
The chair?
the office chair?
He made the poo and then chair rolled in it.
Yeah,
Shitastrophe. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's a fucking F.
I tweeted about that shit too. That was brutal. There was some carpet cleaning happening.
Do you have a
A wet one. Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
Is it like a high powered?
It's
What a walk.
It's a bissell. You're no longer a virgin.
Nope.
Now he's got a fucking swastika and a dick on his ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that earns both.
I
Yeah.
think I heard Jax fire up the fucking gun.
Yeah, he's all. Yeah. What were we talking about?
Nacho being old.
3 paws.
3 paws.
Yeah, 3 paws in the grave.
Now, you could look at that fool and he'll just be like,
Oh, the chair.
Oh,
He made a mess. And then you
Yeah.
have a wetback. Or
yeah, we
whatever.
have a Bissell carpet.
somebody
cleaner.
basically sat in the chair, rolled back, and just dug diarrhea into the carpet. So that's cool.
It wasn't noticed, so for whatever reason he had a loosey doosey on the
And then
carpet,
shit in the path of the
and
wheel.
then the wheel of the chair got rolled through it, so that was fun.
That's bullshit, man. I would have fucking killed him. If he
And then
was
everyone's running over to look at it and going, oh! Oh! And he's like running away, oh! And I'm like,
I don't have.
and I'm getting
I have
pissed
the
off.
weakest fucking stomach of all time.
Really?
Oh, dude, I can't even look at it.
What about blood?
What application were we talking about?
Okay, so I'll give you a
What about
real
a-
example. My
Okay.
brother was over
Oh.
here the other day,
Okay.
and he said he was stacking 2x4s into
Oh, no.
a bed of a truck,
Okay.
and one was slightly longer than the other, and as he chucked it into the bed or wherever with the flat of whatever he was putting it, one of the 2x4s like splintered into his wrist, and all they could see was like a small nub. He said of the thing, but there was a good chunk that had gone white. How it was pushing out. So he goes in and he's like, oh, and he's pulling this thing out, and he said he pulled out what would have been like a monster. And then apparently a little bit while later, he had to go back in and get out another segment.
Ooh.
And the whole process, he said, left him like
Queasy.
in the
Oh, yeah.
things were starting. He's like,
Yeah.
and the two gentlemen that he works with were like, dude, are you going to fucking pass out? And he's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I've been there.
Maybe.
I've been there.
So,
When my
like,
tooth got
I
knocked
got
out, that's
nothing.
when I was there. I stood
Yeah.
there and I was like, with my tooth, my tooth that I caught in my hand, I was like,
Oh, you caught it.
and then I like looked at everybody, and everybody's looking at me, and I go, "Is my tooth missing?" Even though I can see it in my hand, they're like, and I go, and I like lean against the cabinets. I'm like, "We need to go the fuck to the hospital."
Some heavy
Oh,
bleeding.
just
yeah.
and then I don't even know. I'm like, Ashley, get the fucking bucket out of the garage and get the fucking paper towels and get the fucking car warmed up. Let's get the fuck out of here. And I was talking weird because I was like,
Well, yeah.
I didn't want to know what it felt
Yeah.
like against my gum.
You're
And
just
I'm like,
kind of
yeah.
faking it.
And we're sitting in the hospital, and I'm just
No.
like with the bucket, and I'm just like, and they're like, Ashley, am I gonna die? And I was like slightly buzzed too, so my blood was real thin.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, obviously, I was drinking a Corona, so, and then she
Yeah.
was like, "You're gonna be
Urine.
fine," and I'm sitting in the.
That was probably more your tooth just giving up on life.
Yeah, it was
It's
like,
like another Corona?
Yeah.
Fuck it, jump.
Hey, look, I can open bottles now.
So I was sitting there, and Ashley's talking to the nurses. They're like outside the room. She's like, "Listen, he's a big bitch. Like, you guys like gotta make sure he doesn't really know what's going on because he'll fucking pass out or something." And so she comes back in the room. I'm like, "Where were you?" She's like, "Oh, I was just taking a pee," and she wasn't. I knew because she had just gone. And then the nurse comes in with a fucking tackle box that says dental stuff on it, and I'm like, oh my god. And then the doctor comes in, he's like, all right, well, we're gonna go ahead and place this back in your face. And I'm like, oh my god. So he takes it and he sticks it in my gum, and I'm sitting there like and like everything's starting to turn white, and I'm like, and they're like, breathe, and I'm like, I can't breathe. You're in my mouth. And they're like jamming it in there, and it hurts so bad, and I was like, this is hell. But yeah, I almost passed out for sure.
In high school, I
that was
stepped on
hell.
a bottle and it went through my shoe, and
Yeah.
into the center of my
Ass.
arch,
Oh,
right in the middle of my foot, and it hurt really fucking bad. And
Like
I
a
was-
broken bottle went through the sole
piece
of your
of glass,
shoe.
yeah,
And
Like I
then into
stepped
your
on
foot.
it and it went into my foot,
Interesting.
and
That's where I keep my glass.
ended up at the nurse's office.
Fuck that shit.
And it was bleeding so bad, and it hurt because it was right in the tender part of
I
my
was gonna
foot.
say,
and I'm super
you're
ticklish
lucky
on my
it's not
feet
a-
anyway.
tendon.
And I'm like passing out, and they're like doing the smelling salt thing. So I'd come back, and I mean, I got an ambulance ride to Mercy
Oh,
San
that's
Juan
so
for that
funny.
shit.
I
Yeah,
didn't know you
and
were
then
an ambulance.
yes, and then we got to the hospital, and they had to clean. Oh, I can't even talk about it. They had to clean the glass out of the fucking cut.
Oh, yeah.
And they were jamming shit in there and squirting.
Bro,
fluid.
they don't give a fuck about shit, dude. They're
Oh
like,
my god, that hurt.
dude, they would take a hammer to you and be like, it's fine.
Were we hanging out doing
Oh.
ingress when I had the PRP on my knee?
What the hell is
what?
PRP?
So I have a partial tear on the tendon. It's not enough for reconstruction, but it's enough that prevents me from playing basketball. We've covered like
okay.
basketballs.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I got a recommendation from was a process called PRP, platelet-rich plasma or something like that. So they draw your blood and they spin it in a centrifuge,
No,
What
they don't.
in the goddamn
and
fuck
then
is that?
they take some of the platelets from how your blood separates, and
Dude,
they
you've
add
said so many words that I don't even know exist that I'm
they add
confused.
a catalyst to a certain portion of the blood that they draw and spin in the centrifuge. Then
Yeah.
they take that and they put it in like joints. It's meant for
So do
joints
they
because
take
you don't
the-
have blood.
Are they taking the white blood
It
cells?
sounds
Yeah.
like you're
Okay.
doing
So they take that and
steroids.
I'm sitting there throughout the entire procedure, and he
Oh, I
injects me in
remember
multiple
this.
places
Uh-huh.
to numb my knee.
And you didn't kill yourself? Because I would have.
No.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting.
I wanna
It's like
kill
the
myself
edge
now.
of the.
Yeah, dude,
It's the
fuck.
edge of one of those like doctor's bench things. So
Yeah.
I'm like at like a 90, 60 degree bend, and he takes the big old thing, and
No, he doesn't.
And I get up my camera, and I'm like, "You don't mind if I
I never
take
want to see the
pictures?"
fucking
And he
picture
goes,
video.
No, go for it.
"Okay, go ahead." And I'm filming him and taking pictures and he's got like an ultrasound thing on like part of the knee, and he's like, "Meh," and I can see the needle just.
Oh!
This is amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I
Fuck
agree.
you.
I
Okay.
retweet.
Yeah. It was nuts.
The
It was
worst
crazy.
was
That's
when
pretty cool.
they took the X-ray of my face at the dentist office,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
just missing. And I'm like,
You know
oh,
what they?
that's
You know
cool.
one of
It's
the
just
things they
total
did
vacant.
find
Yeah.
with the X-ray is that he had a penis in his face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It got stuck in there from Jordan and I's encounter the night before. So
Yeah. The
There
tooth
is
was
some-
gone, but the penis was there.
did I
think
tell
it's
you
still there.
when I left the
Something
hospital?
tells me one of those bottles involved both of them naked, passed out on a futon
And some
somewhere.
lube?
Yeah.
the
I don't like you, but maybe we should tattoo each
I don't know.
other's name.
Can
on
we
our
just
ass.
try it with the bottle first?
Yeah.
the hospital sent me home with this like
Penis.
putty paper mache putty that I had to wear on my top teeth all night. And it was so gross.
He
I
didn't-
woke up in the morning, I'm like,
He didn't get any.
and it was like just like
And
it
you,
literally
you
tasted
called
like I
up
had
the
a wad of
doctor, and he's
paper.
just like, swallow it. Swallow it.
yeah.
You're like,
It's all it's from
dick-
that penis in
the
your
dick's
face.
not in here anymore.
And then the
Oh, my bad. I don't
my,
know.
my dentist pulls it out, the like putty, and my tooth's just in it like this.
Oh.
And he's
Ah.
like, "Yeah, that's not going back in." I was like,
Oh, I see.
I'll tell you, what, I almost pass out though every time they numb me in my gums.
It's
at the
just a
dentist.
pinch, man. It's
No,
not that
bro,
bad.
it's like the
So-
fucking feeling of the needle in your shit, and it, bro, that's
so
that's
that
hell.
is a
outside of
discomfort.
that,
Hell.
how were you with dentists?
hell.
Really? How about you,
I
Ian?
hate it.
personally, I don't enjoy going to the dentist, but like
I
whenever I
don't-
do, it's not a big
It's
problem.
not a-
They'll be like, "Does this hurt?" I'm like, "Yeah," but like,
I like the
hurts.
cleanings. The cleanings feel great. I love cleaning my teeth at the dentist.
Dentist okay
But
with
if the
you or
dental
no?
work,
No
bro-
bueno.
you guys do the probe things. Do you guys do that probe thing that they do where they shove the thing into your gums and then measure how far it goes into your gums,
Oh,
the
yeah.
pockets?
No, I haven't done that one.
That's brutal.
What?
I hate that thing.
Yeah. I'm all
What
right with the
the
dentist
hell?
until they go to polish
Your
my
tooth is
teeth.
in there?
And
Yeah.
there's something about the frequency of the polisher and the grit of the shit they use in the polisher. And it's a slow polish. The
Yeah.
thing doesn't turn very fast. And I just go, and I start gleeking, and my fucking
yeah.
back of my throat starts filling up with spit. I was like,
You need,
you know.
you need to get in here and drain this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, fucking okay. Just do like this much, just a quarter
Yo,
of
when
one
they
segment.
when they hit the gums, bro, that shit is like a goddamn.
When I'm in your
monster.
chair, I'm not bibless. So
Well,
you
one
need
of-
to drain this.
Yeah, one of the things that the lady often does is snags the skin right in between these top two teeth, and that hurts.
rip.
She's got the tool in there and she's cleaning, and then and I'm like, oh fuck, that hurts, and that hurts for like 2 days after.
God damn.
It's very tender after that.
Pop her right in
I
the
usually
Yeah.
never have a problem. But the worst of it was when they were like, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and send the self-tapper up there.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, my God. And I'm just sitting there by myself. Nobody stayed with me. And it just...
I was at work.
And like the vibrate, it's like if you slammed your car with no suspension at all and then drove over cobblestone, but also at 4,000 miles an hour with somebody punching you in the face.
Which apparently happens a lot to Chandler.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
It's
pretty
fucked,
pretty
man.
vivid.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, this is what happens, and that's what it
Because
felt
it's
like.
different at 3,900 miles an hour.
Yeah.
At 4,000, shit gets real.
Uh-huh. That's, yeah. But it was like, it was so like, the vibration was so strong, I was seeing shit in triple.
Did you end up getting it?
Yeah.
No, they still haven't gotten it out yet. So that's
So you have no.
in there for good, apparently.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's a perma tooth. Maybe you can
Yeah.
get Jordan and knock that one out.
Did I tell you about that? He was like, yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to contact the manufacturer.
In
And I was
Kentucky,
like,
we call that
What?
special.
I think it's weird that the dentist is telling you
I
we
don't
got to
know.
contact the manufacturer.
Yeah. Hey, is this a fucking pool part? Because we do that at work. So that's cool.
Yeah, this pump's not working. I need to contact the manufacturer. That's not the same as
He's like,
putting a
if you-
fucking tooth
In
your
my
face.
fucking face, bro. Cool.
Not cool.
Cool, dude.
We can fix it, but what we do need you to do, you know where the welding supply store is down in
Yeah.
Auburn? We need you to go down there and pick up some acetylene
Yeah.
and a rosebud dip. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
Do you,
Also a
Next thing
welding
you-
mask.
Yeah, next thing you know, they're going to be torching your tooth
I
to
know.
like get it to loosen up.
you know the
We're just going to add a little heat. What the fuck?
the
taste buds
mirror
are
that they
burning.
use, the mirror that they use to
Yeah.
stick in you. All right, so those handles, I felt it. They're pretty heavy. Like they
Yeah.
have some. Like if you do this to your
Oh,
hand,
yeah, there's
like
some-
it's like pretty fucking
Solid.
solid. Yeah, and the end of it is just like a polished part. And he took it and he goes, "All right, this is gonna sound great." He goes. Tap 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 tap
On the
tap
tooth.
tap tap on my tooth like hard, and my fucking ears are just going like,
it's like
like
a
just like
tuning
maxing
fork, I'm
out,
sure.
dude. And it's just like
Ding.
holy shit. And then I'm like, and then he's like, yeah, this isn't working either. And
You're
I'm
like,
cool,
B
dude.
flat, C sharp,
Yeah.
C sharp, B flat.
It's like, but like if that was your whole ear and you couldn't hear anything else, and it
Yeah.
just like
That's
maxed
brutal.
your ear out. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, because you're hearing all that shit internally.
Yeah.
I think that is true. Like going to the dentist, it's not the feeling; it's the noises that those machines make.
Yeah.
And
It's if
Well-
I put like a screw in my mouth and like have my hands full.
Does
and-
that happen often? Just checking.
Yeah, like I'll put it like I'll put it there and then I'll do something and I'll grab it and then
Oh!
use it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
do that all the
He's
time.
queuing
Yeah.
up the screw.
Yeah.
Like building the fence, I'll put 3 or 4 screw heads in my mouth. And
Yeah.
Like a,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if it rubs up against my fake one, it feels like
oh, I'm sure
it's just
that is-
metal on metal contact, and you can hear it in your.
Oh, it
like,
resonates.
Is
in your
it,
head. It like bounces around.
Is it any different than a penis?
Well, yeah, because the penis is soft, so it doesn't really have
Oh.
the same effect. But it's close.
Why are you putting soft penises in your
Yeah.
mouth?
Wow.
God, you're doing
That's
that
what I'm
wrong
into,
too.
man. That's what
Jesus.
I'm
Man,
I guess I just failed as a parent.
into. Yeah.
Sad dad.
Yeah.
Brr.
Here are the keys to your car, and you only put it in there when it's hard.
It kind of sounds like this though when it's in there.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure it
literally sounds
resonates
like that.
different, especially
Yeah.
with titanium.
'Cause
So it
it's
probably feels
connected.
like hollow,
Your teeth
not
aren't really connected to your
light.
face,
Yeah, no shit.
but that's fucking in there, bro. Like that shit's no joke.
Well,
Well,
that's
it's screwed into
curious.
your goddamn
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I like tap it like with my tooth though, it's fucking weird. Like it's strange. It's definitely. a
I
weird
don't. I
feeling.
imagine that's kind of what like.
I'm kind of
isn't that
curious.
how-
Not that I want to do it, but
Yeah,
like,
like
Yeah.
isn't that kind of how veneers are? So you would get like this false feeling of where your teeth are. I mean,
Yeah,
Well-
I have no idea anything. Like
yeah.
if you were touching it and I had my eyes closed, I would have no idea.
Mm.
But this,
Well,
can
I mean,
tell.
it's just like getting implant. I mean,
There's
it
no
basically has
nerve
an
on it.
implant.
Yeah.
It
is
is an
essentially
implant.
what it is.
Yeah.
And so imagine if you had, because what he's saying is you don't have the normal feeling of the teeth.
Right. It's totally
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
desensitized
detached.
space.
Yeah, there's no nerve.
Detached, yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the
Uh,
fact that it's screwed into your bone face.
And it's weird because of the texture. The texture, it's completely smooth, but it dries really fast. So when your gum drags across it, it kind of like
Skips.
like skips on it. Yeah, it's weird.
You need to put some more lube on it.
Yeah, I need to
Shoe shine.
WD-40 it.
That's a good idea.
Maybe
you
that's
should-
what he should have done.
Oh no, you should put some ceramic on it. Ceramic coat that shit.
The
No,
dent-
then it'll always be
Did
dry.
you see-
the dentist
It
comes
does
in with some
shit.
KY jelly. He's like, all right, we're gonna squirt some of this.
I
in
love
there.
that stuff.
Try to get your tooth out.
Did you end up buying some of the chemical guys stuff?
Yeah, well, we had. I mean, we
I'm
had
gonna
You
buy
already
another
did.
one probably because it's back in stock.
Yeah, we're gonna have to buy
That
some
stuff
more.
is awesome.
Which-
Which
Yeah.
Did you buy the chemical guys one?
no,
You did
because
the-
not until I'm out. But I cleaned these two fucking helmets,
Yeah.
and it was like, damn, it's awesome.
I will probably be going to the store, so if you want anything from there,
Oh yeah,
I
hopefully
forgot
we'll
about
have time for
that.
I'll
I
give
live
you-
down there too.
I'll take
Yeah.
a bottle
Pick up that
if you're
stuff.
in the store. I'll give you $40.
cool.
Well, last time it was out online, they had it in the store.
Because then you don't have to pay for shipping, and sometimes they'll like hook you up if you like, oh yeah, I'm not from here, and I came a long ways to get here. They'll be like, oh, we'll give you a deal.
Well, that the
Me
kit
and my
that he
friend,
has.
you take your thing out too if you could.
Yeah.
That'd be- well, we
Well,
came all the way from Tennessee because we chemical guys. Oh, you got the fancy
I feel like you're too good at
silicone
this. Like,
coating.
Wait, is one of those teeth?
This
fake?
is you're seeing what you're seeing is part of Foo's past life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we hide out back at the shed, we'll polish the lawnmower and fuck. Anyway, is it on sale?
But when we were there last time, we bought stuff for his birthday,
including
which was the ceramics,
the
wash
dryer,
and-
which you totally need to buy,
The what?
the
It's just
dryer.
basically like a yard blower,
Yeah.
but it's
The
small
blower.
for the car.
and it has a rubber end, so you can. It doesn't matter if you touch the
Yeah.
paint.
Oh,
It's soft.
See, I don't mind.
Well, what's
I mean,
the-
at this point,
it's
well,
touchless.
no.
You don't have to worry about streaking on your.
what's cool about it is
towel,
it blows
all of
it
the stuff
gets
out
in
of
the
the
cracks.
oh,
And blows water out of the cracks
Like
where
where
stuff would
rubber
normally
meets-
leak
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and like make a run or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It blows all that stuff
And
out.
plus, when you're ceramic coated, it just goes right
when
off.
I used to, my neighbor in high school, he had at the time a Escort GT. Remember those were cool.
yeah.
He had a black Escort GT, and I remember he took care of that car. He would wash it all the time, and he would sit out there and get himself lightheaded, blowing in all the cracks, trying to get all the water out. And then you'd see him, he'd start blowing again, but he would almost pass out trying to blow all the water out. So we didn't, because we didn't have those.
Oh,
back
plus you can dry the tires and then immediately like do the tire shine stuff because you just blow the water
works
off
pretty
the
good.
tires.
then, to be
Does it?
honest.
I
Yeah.
would I would buy it again.
But if
It's
you got a
worth it.
yard blower, you could probably use that too.
I have a yard blower, but
Yeah.
I'd be more afraid of generating that kind of like wind and not having always kept or sweeping the driveway or something. I'd be like blowing and then blowing, kicking dirt up.
Well, if you just washed it, you just rinsed it down anyway.
Yeah, your driveway's
Well,
gonna
the
be wet.
fucking heat, everything ground dries so fast anymore. By the time I got to,
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm gonna fucking reach over there.
No, it works good because
Tink, tink,
He's
tink.
gonna
that-
make you
one
eat
of the
some
things
veneers.
is when you blow it off is that you don't get the water like dry water marks
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which is really useful.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And then, like I
pretty
said, I think the best part is that what gets it out of the cracks and stuff. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So
That's usually just a lot of. I get around that by like a lot of door opening and closing, and then opening and then catching.
yeah, well, that avoids all that stuff.
Yeah, I can see that.
Less time.
And then if you open the door, you can dry out the door seal.
Yeah. So as we wind down,
Yeah.
we have 4 Loco seltzers some point on deck.
Oh, you have them already?
No.
Oh.
But I'm just putting it out there that
All right.
we have been made aware.
Yeah, I guess.
I think
have
that's
to.
our first Friday addendum one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we do that in wings or something, or should we just do that? Or
I don't think you
something
want to.
cool?
I don't need to
Yeah, it's probably
double
true.
dip.
You're probably
I
right.
think
You're probably right.
it's
All
like
right.
buying packages. Have
Yeah.
you seen them anywhere?
I haven't looked.
I didn't know if it was just announced.
I haven't looked, but I would imagine
We'll stop by a store on the way home.
Do
I
you
would
like
imagine
them?
you
And
would-
you don't like White Claws. Have you had the White Claws?
I have not tried the White Claws.
I will
no.
try.
I tried to
if
get Chandler
it's
to buy
made
me
by
one
Four
actually,
Loko.
but
Have you tried the White
buy you one.
Claws?
What the fuck?
The seltzer alcoholic.
Hey,
Well,
that's
that's why I
not
convinced Sergi that I wouldn't buy
legal.
What?
It's not legal.
oh no, it's okay. My ID says I'm 23.
Oh, well, that's not. Yeah, okay. I don't condone that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at all.
Oh no.
No,
Yes.
you would
I
never
mean-
give any.
I mean,
minors alcohol.
hypothetically,
That's
though,
bullshit.
have you tried the 3 scoop thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about.
No,
Ian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mixed drink. with
Oh
the-
yeah. He made it for
Yeah.
me to like.
No, he didn't.
Frozen stuff.
I don't
I
know.
mean, if he had,
I mean, he's had.
I'm sure it would be a beverage
he's
he would
had the
partake
Jolly
in.
Roger version of it.
Oh yeah,
You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I mean? With the grenadine.
the
Dude.
Jolly Roger.
How was that
or
rum you
whatever,
bought?
the fucking Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
How was the?
Wait, is
Remember
that-
when you were a
Yes,
kid,
yes.
you would get a
Can I-
Shirley Temple. It was like you felt like you were having an
Yeah.
alcoholic beverage.
Can
I
I
still
have
do
the,
that.
Yeah, I still. Do
I guess I'm
that.
still a kid though.
the
Yeah.
Shirley Temple
Oh,
version?
bitch.
What is that called?
Non-alcoholic
Virgin
virgin.
I thought I had
Virgin.
something else.
Virgin margaritas.
Yeah.
virgin. No.
I used to get those
alcohol.
at Chevy's on my birthday. I would beg my
On
mom
his
for them.
birthday.
Virgin pina
He
coladas
got
too.
Shirley Temple margaritas.
Good Lord.
Shirley Temple Virgin Margarita.
Just sweet and
Lager,
sour
lager.
and some ice.
Chevy's used to be my favorite place to go actually for my birthday.
But salt on the
Well, you
rim.
still.
hat.
I think it's still open down at Chevy's on the River.
Yeah.
You can go down there.
We don't have a Chevy's anymore? Over here by Lucille's?
No, it closed a while ago.
Really?
Yeah.
The one on
see.
Douglas closed already
Yeah.
too.
Actually, my buddy that was
I don't
just
know.
over, the guy that works at Best Buy,
Uh-huh.
he was
God,
the manager over there,
I
No,
like
he
ri-
wasn't.
and he was making like $60,000 a year.
That's it.
Yeah. And then-
Managing.
yeah. And
That's
then
not
it
shocking.
closed,
That's rough.
Yeah.
and he's making like half
Welcome
the
to
money.
franchise life.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, on
Anyway.
that sad note,
Yeah. Sad note.
Sorry. buddy.
all right, we good?
We're good.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody, and thanks for coming out, Ian. We appreciate it.
Thanks for Ian.
Get
Fuck
some
you,
nucks
Ian,
there.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. To the
And
side.
Stay away from the alcohol. Don't let
Yeah.
that guy influence you. I
Yeah,
don't
of
know what the
course.
fuck's going on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Good luck on your car hunting,
Yeah.
Thank
which
you.
was not mentioned, but
Yeah.
good car hunting.
Yes.
Apparently, Dataz is 1 for 1, so
What? 1 for 1.
you found the caddy.
Oh,
I'd say
No, I
2
think
for
he-
2. He found the GTI also.
Oh, did you?
He's a car man. He's a mean looker. That's all I have to say
Oh,
about that.
well, there you go.
Yeah.
I'll be
Anyway.
at work and he'll be sending me like 3 cars while I'm there.
yeah.
Because he doesn't have anything.
You
better
found the
to
Half
do.
Moon Bay one though, or did I find
Yeah,
it?
I was on Facebook Marketplace and I was in my little location all the way down the coast of California, just trying to find any great deals. And then I really
Nice.
wanted the dark gray color too, my favorite color.
Pretty
Saw that
soon,
one.
the way you keep going, you'll end up having rent on his ass, too. He'll be like Ian.
I'm gonna fucking
Right
go
next to
stage
Jordan.
2 and then drop a KO4 turbo in my shit and blow your doors off.
Maybe I should just get the DSG to show.
I
it.
don't think so.
No. You'll be like,
If I was stage 3 with the KO4 turbo, I would probably smoke both of you both.
yeah,
Oh, you'll
but then
smoke
you would
me,
be
all right.
living
The
in a
caddy,
van
but-
down by the river
Yeah.
because you couldn't afford anything else.
Uh-huh.
And I'd be like, well, maybe he beat me that race, but I'm going home to sleep in a bed.
Well, I don't have any rent to pay anymore, so it's fine.
Maybe. We'll see.
Fuck.
We'll have to.
And on
we
that
might, we might
note,
just have to change that. All right.
Shit.
Anyway.
anyway,
Yeah, on that note, thanks for listening.
we'll catch you next week.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.